I'll do that. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a
We're doing
while.
this.
Yes,
Just
well,
like a month or something. Maybe 2 3 weeks.
you have a very, very nice background. I'm just here with my, what is this?
Nice
Semi-branded background.
posters,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
nicely
Drinking a
branded.
little bit of wine. It's
Oh,
Tuesday. I
nice.
need it. What are
Oh
you
my God.
drinking?
Look what I
Sipping?
got.
Mm,
I got a
what's that?
frappuccino for the first time in,
Ooh,
it feels like 10 years or something. Because
where'd you
yesterday
get it?
someone talked about it.
Okay.
Yesterday I ran into, in the water surfing. There weren't so many waves, so I was just like hanging out there. Then the dude came over, so we started chatting, and then we had breakfast. And he doesn't drink coffee. He didn't know what a flat white is, and he only drank a frappuccino. Reminded me of when I was 15, so I felt like I want to drink a
But
frappuccino.
a frappuccino is coffee, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
just a
All
lot
right.
of look at all this cream that I just.
Mm, nice. Where are you at
Yummy.
right now?
I'm in Costa Rica, in Santa Teresa,
Nice.
and this place is called Soma's Cafe. It's opposite of, I'm staying at this place called Zeneda's Garden, which is top. I recommend this to anyone who comes to Santa Teresa because it's right at the beach. It's
Mm.
so nice. You get out, there's like this garden and there's a beach house where you can get in dorm as well. And then you can get a coffee because they have unlimited coffee all day and it's a good coffee here. And then you can walk about 1 minute to the beach and there's surfboard rentals right at the exit. It's like my dream.
Why
My
are you
dream.
coming back? That's the question.
That's the question because I'm being a good daughter and family member, and my parents and my sister were meeting in Portugal. I have a bunch of people in my restaurant. I was trying to go, so I went to Selena Hostel
Oh,
to
the
look if
sound right
they.
now sounds a little bit muffled, by the way. Kind of,
Hmm,
is it?
I don't know what to. I didn't change anything.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's because there's like a bunch of cars outside. Is
Mm.
it better now?
Yeah, it's like on and off. It's fine. Let's just go.
Oh God.
Nobody's listening anyway, so
Oh God.
it's okay.
Maybe once my traveling stops, but I don't know if I stop. So I went to Selena Hostel to try to get a co-working, but then they said the phone booth, da da da, the Wi-Fi is not great, da 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 da. So I thought, yeah, nobody's listening. We're just catching up. Hmm.
How was your week or how was your month been? Because the last time we spoke, you were still running your restaurant. It was the opening, and now we're surfing in Costa Rica. Give me an update. How was that long week?
It's so when my two partners and I chatted in November about opening up the restaurant, I was kind of like in the middle of my sabbatical year and wanted to surf and travel. Um, but I was intrigued by the shop idea. So we kind of got to the kind of almost deal that once we are kind of open in March, I'm going to leave Mexico City and go travel and then go to Berlin because I feel like I need to establish a home, even though I'm not sure whether I have to sit or not sit. Um, and so then it came like March. I still stayed for a little bit. And then actually it hasn't been easy. Like I think we've been really open in communication between the three of us. Because we started this together and they both said, hey, we support you traveling. And we did have this deal in the beginning, but I felt kind of guilty
Mm-hmm.
leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And like the days up to it, I think it was a little bit like I felt like I need to be at the shop and I don't know, I have commitment issues, I think, and these commitment issues they came up. So like this kind of feeling of like, am I trapped? I'm feeling guilty, I can't leave. But then I had a like We had long conversations for like 1, 2 days. I feel like pretty adult and in a really like understanding way of different perspectives. And yeah, my two partners, they're super understanding. And then after we talked, it was the same like we said before, but each one of us had our own anxieties of me leaving would mean that other girl, for example, that stayed, he had like she was kind of anxious about me leaving because then she's there on her own. And then we had a really busy week before I left. So we were like, fuck, does this work if I'm not there? Um, and yeah, I still feel kind of guilt, but I'm like over like trying to compensate a little bit by supporting remote, or kind of doing the things that we said we do. I run kind of our weekly meeting, and we're good, but that was a little bit of a process to leave. Um, and then I went to Nicaragua to Popoyo and Estepe, and then I came to Costa Rica because I was debating all the time, should I do this, should I do that? Once you're there, everything is so much easier. Like you should just go step by step. That's definitely one of my like learning. Overthinking everything, like, and then in the end, you just do one thing at a time, and then you're there, and it's amazing, or it's not amazing, and then you move on.
Mm, that's a good
Mm.
lesson. Yeah. We overthink a lot, actually. We think 10 steps ahead, and it doesn't even matter those 10 steps. It's about the next step.
Yeah, yeah. And I told you that I've been feeling like I don't know whether it's lost because I anticipated this month is not gonna be super easy. I mean, on one side it's amazing because finally I get to surf and draw and then figure out my life is the kind of like harder part. Mm, but I feel like I gave myself this month of April, which now passed, um, for figuring out what I do for making a living.
Mhm.
And I feel a little bit of pressure. And on the other side, I'm like, nah, I still have a little bit of savings. Maybe I just enjoy life a little bit more. So I'm in
Yes.
between. I think I think I'm gonna like start putting out there that I want to start freelance. So maybe I will do a little bit more of that, but not too much. I won't apply for a job. I know that. And then slowly I'm gonna look around if there is something maybe in the entrepreneurship, like more startup area. I caught
Mm.
up with an MBA friend yesterday. Maybe it's my FOMO again. He's in an accelerator program. And now I feel like I'm not quite ready yet, but maybe after a few months, I might be ready. I'm like a little bit gathering energy. I feel like something is coming. I just want to like observe a little bit, maybe start talking with some people. But yeah, it's so nice not to work that it's also not so easy to get my like ass moving, I think.
I get it.
And I feel a little bit like, oh, am I too lazy? Am I never going to yesterday with my friend, I was talking about like, is this train going? Like the train is already moving and leaving, and I'm not on it. And then he was like, "Hey, there's many trains. It's 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. The train goes still until midnight." He was like, "Maybe until 40. You can still jump on the whatever train it is."
Yeah.
Um, and he took 1.5 years off. But yeah.
I, yeah, I think you're making it hard on yourself.
Yeah, maybe that's
Hmm.
maybe.
Just enjoy, man.
How are you?
Just enjoy, like being there, surfing, all of that. I don't know why you're putting so much pressure on yourself. Like, if you have money left, you know
I
that
don't
when you're,
have that much money left. I
yeah,
don't
but
want
you
to
said,
like deplete savings
oh,
to a point that
once you go into the job market, you know that there's enough opportunity there. So many people are leaving their jobs. It's fine, I think. Yeah.
yeah,
Money
yeah.
will come. Money will come.
Okay, we manifest that money will come. Oh,
We'll
yeah,
find a
maybe should
way.
I move it? I'm gonna move around so I don't like always. Oh, this is the stage of the band.
Oh, wow, you but the other background was so much nicer.
Was so
Okay.
much nicer. Okay, fine.
It gives me a little bit of island feels like nice.
Island view. Here?
Where's the
Maybe this
sea?
is the tree.
Also nice, yeah.
Okay, I'll show you the sea after.
It's amazing. Yeah. My week, my month has been same. It's just been busy. We just been doing a lot, I think. We feel when was the last time? I actually can see here what I talked about. Oh, I went with my sister to Korean barbecue the last time in Amsterdam. And I took an ice, but it's not that long ago. It's just like I think not that much change. We've just been busy with the company, trying to grow it. Of
What
course,
does it mean to be
challenges.
busy?
Just been busy, like you know that we
Like
took for
yesterday, what were you busy with?
yesterday was Monday. So I have my days split up right now. So Monday I work on content and community. Tuesday I do advertising. Wednesday I do on-site optimization. Thursday I do SEO and content creation, like TikTok, and Fridays are for admin. So yesterday I was on, what did I just say?
With Monday,
Content and
content and
community. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
so we're trying to be a bit more systematic about what we're doing, and it works for
mm-hmm,
me. Like it gave me a lot of. I've been doing this is my third week doing it. It gives me
mm-hmm,
so much more rest because my to-do list is just so long, and we just kept on adding things and things to the to-do list, and I
mm-hmm.
will start on top. What I will never reach the bottom. I never have,
Yeah.
I'll never reach the bottom. So I now divided everything up and I see the bottom. I can get to the bottom of my to-do
Mm,
list. So yesterday, just created a lot of blog post content for the website and just using a lot of chat GPT. There is this other app, I think something with Sonic. It's really good for SEO posts. So I think I just scheduled a week of blog posts for the coming week.
mm-hmm.
Then we scheduled some
Wow. So
TikTok
productive.
content and YouTube content. Yeah, but we need to, like you feel the pressure of, I don't know that you need to work. I feel the pressure of investors, and we made them a promise, and we actually also need to start making money right now. So I'm like, yeah, we need to do everything what we have or what we can do. I do think that we need to start giving things out to other people, because me writing SEO text and blog posts is probably not the best use of my time. I was
Mm,
just listening to this book by uh Soul for Happy. What is his name again? Mo something? Soul for Happy. Let me see what his name is. It's this engineer who worked at Google. He had a really rich life, but then his Mo Goddard, and his son passed away super young. But then there was this one quote where he says, "You're born a billionaire or a millionaire. You're born with a lot of hours." I don't even know how many hours it was anymore, like 50,000, 500,000, whatever. But so it's like you're born with so many hours, and by every day, you're actually using up your hours. So, are you making the best use of the hours that you've been given? You are. But for me, if I look back at it, like we also took fulfillment back for a month just because we wanted to test it out and to make sure that how we're shipping things, that's the best customer experience. But this month has been crazy, because if we have a lot of orders, I'll be packing for 3 hours a day, and it's just so mind numbing. So I'm busy, but it's
mm-hmm,
busy with a lot of stupid work like SEO text. I've been doing fulfillment for a month. We finally now just signed another fulfillment company right now. So,
mm-hmm,
thank God I'm going to give this out. But there are just a lot of things that I think, not really what I should be focused on. And then also, I think you do want to be frugal. You do want to make sure that everything is done the right way. And then also finding the right people is another challenge as well. There's a lot of things to uncover and discover in a startup. Yes. So just busy with that. Like, yeah. So everything, we divided the tasks. So I'm more on the e-commerce digital side, and it's been working okay. I feel I've been outputting more than before. At least I have to-do list that I can finish, because with that super long to-do list, I don't even know where to start anymore. Like what is priority and what is not. Like everything is priority. And now it gives me better overview. So just been doing that. So it's been systematizing what we've been doing. We had a couple of events. We had King's Day here last week, so we went on the streets doing
Saw you
activation.
collaborated with
Yeah,
Jessica, right?
Jessica.
The
Yes,
one that
yes,
I
yes.
met in El Salvador.
Mexico. Yeah, yeah. He's great. She had really nice posters hung all around the city.
Yeah.
But the king and the queen, I think she yeah, and so we did a collaboration with her. People had to scan her, what is a QR code, and if you scan, you fill in your data, you might win a vibrator from the O Collective. So it was a nice collaboration. And then during King's Day, we just went out on the streets, and I had our van there, and she was dressed up as the queen, and we're just asking people on the street like questions to close the orgasm gap. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to get a brand out there.
What was your favorite question?
My favorite question, you know that we always ask the same question because we have our van parked in the city. So it's actually people coming to our van, because on the back of the van, you see a vulva, and then there are three signs, A, B, and C. It's the clitoris, the
Where?
urethra,
I remember that. Yeah.
right? And then people, they just want to answer that question. I think Jessica from Vanilla Cool Dance, her questions were more about how can we close the pleasure gap between men and women. And there was this one guy, you should check out the video. It's this super old guy dressed in like authentic Dutch clothing, also with this little hat. And he's like, just go lesbian. Just go lesbian. I tell you, there's no saving here. Go lesbian. Fantastic. But there were some good answers as well. As in, there were two men that we interviewed, and they knew their way around. They knew how to name everything, how to pleasure different sexes. It was, yeah. It's always nice to see the different conversations that you get, and people are like funny. They approach it in a very lighthearted manner.
Nice.
Hmm. Okay. Give me a fun thing that you did. I feel like you've been doing a lot of fun things.
I've been, you know, I have been traveling on my own for like a couple of times in my life, quite a few, but I don't think I ever properly hitchhiked. And on this trip, I've been hitchhiking quite a bit.
Ooh, isn't that
And
dangerous?
maybe maybe that's the fun adrenaline part of it. I also did something, I'm not sure whether that's stupid or not, but nothing happened. Was that I came from Nicaragua. So Ometepe is like there's two volcanoes. That was one of the small ones. It's actually really nice. You can hike up there and there's a lake on top of the crater. Nicaragua is actually full of volcanoes. There's another where you can peek into the lava, like the red, it's like the center, the heart of the earth, red ish. And so from Nicaragua, I was like, okay, let's head to Teresa, skip my FOMO of wanting to explore entire Costa Rica in like 2, 3 weeks, but just go to one place and do the thing that I wanted to do, just stay in one place and surf, draw, and then think about my next steps. And I went by public bus, and there were so many people who are so helpful. There's one guy, I came off the bus, no clue where the next one is gonna go to. So I was asking like, oh, if I want to go here, which bus should I take? This guy was like, there is no bus. Today is some kind of like festival or like fiesta. And then I went to I was like, okay, let's see what I'm gonna do. Let's go to the bathroom first. I had to go to the bathroom. I came out of the bathroom. This guy waits for me. He was a random dude that I asked for directions, right? He was waiting for me and he said, hey, I asked the guy for the schedule and you have to go this place, gate, blah, 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 of the bus station at 10:40, whatever, and then you'll be there. And then I was on the ferry, and it got a little late. So I think 9:30 p.m. So it was already dark. And I was chatting with three dudes and a girl. They were doing some family weekend trip. And they were like, it's gonna be too dangerous for you to go on your own to another bus. There's no buses anymore. There's nothing. You're gonna sleep on the floor and get raped or whatever. And then they the the guys are like, hey, you should just come with us. We have this like half Airbnb-ish thing booked. There's a terrace, there's a tent. It turned out to be a tent, so I was like sleeping with two strangers in a tent, in Playa Blanca. And then the next day, they drove me to the next bus station for like 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. So I kind of
Wow.
like this without really, you have one destination, but then in Germany or like in Europe, China, I always try to like plan everything
Plan.
super in advance. I check the hour schedules. I know exactly how much it costs, and then I try to optimize for €5. But then here I was just like, okay, let's just head to this other place, which is like in another country and
Love
about
it.
1.5 days. And people help out. Yeah, people generally are really, really nice here. It's also funny that in Santa Teresa, there's so many Argentinians, all with their mate, and they've been doing barbecues, and it's such a cliche, cliche happening here. And they all like playa, playa. So the way that they speak Spanish is even more difficult to understand for me than the Mexican or Costa Rican.
I love
But
it.
it's
Sounds
fun.
so good. Oh, jelly, I want to go too. The weather looks so
You're
amazing.
doing you're
Sounds
doing
very
a
fun.
startup. I feel like I don't know what it is. I'm
It's not
like I
fun though.
might
Well,
just
like the overall thing is fun, but I think what you're doing is more fun. Listen, I just told you
mm,
that I'm writing SEO text and then I'm packing packages. The
mm.
overall thing is fun. It's not like, yeah, because you're traveling and you're sleeping in tents, like just putting vibrators in a box, shipping it out, asking. I do like Chat GPT though. I love it. Chat GPT
Yeah.
asking, like, he's my advisor for everything. I ask him everything. He has an answer to everything. He doesn't get tired. He doesn't get frustrated. He's like, he has patience. I ask him, can you give me 5 more options? And he'll do it. It's like, it's amazing. I like that part. It's
One
like I'm discovering a lot of things.
I like ChatGPT too. I've been trying to ask it for life advice, but it doesn't quite work because I think what it what it does is that it kind of like preempts guesses what you
Yeah.
want to hear. So
Yeah.
it will
It's an algorithm, right?
already kind of like read what I have in mind already. So it doesn't come up with new stuff, I feel.
What do you?
But
Oh, well, there's some other programs actually outside of ChatGPT that other people are creating, and I think because Chat its data only runs until what is it,
like a
2021 or something
year
like that,
ago
right?
or
Yeah.
something.
And then there's some other tools that are built on top of ChatGPT and they're using real-time data. It's supposed to be
Mm.
better. I haven't really tried it out that much yet. I don't know if it works that much, but you could
Mm.
try those out. There's like the
What is it
ChatSpot.
called?
I think maybe ChatSpot. I'll send it through. Let me see. I'm getting email prompts from them every day. Is it ChatSpot?
Oh, I also met kind of funny. I've been like bumping into random people here. Some of them are quite it's like interesting to see what kind of people are roaming around. There is
Mm.
this one Spanish guy that I met. He's working, he used to be an engineer and then now is a videographer, like one of
Mhm.
those,
Oh,
I
by the
don't
way, it's
know, like
Copy AI. I think
copy
Copy
AI.
AI. Copy.ai. Yeah, I'm not like I'm getting daily emails from them and he has pretty nice prompts that I use every now and then. But there's this other one. You can just Google for it, I think, or on Twitter. There are a lot of people who are doing it. Yeah, okay, go, but go ahead. You met somebody, yes?
He's a videographer for two yoga influencers, and they do like, I don't know, nice, beautiful yoga videos in all kinds of beautiful locations. But I observed that recently I've been doing the least yoga I've been practicing since started, like, I don't know, university or something. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just, I don't know what it is. It's a little too much for me. This entire, like, now everywhere there's cacao ceremonies, yoga everywhere. I don't know what it is. I'm not that into it these days. Um, and and all this influencer stuff. I feel like it's interesting. Somehow I feel like maybe there's another, it's like so many trains that I feel like are moving, and I'm wondering on which train I need to jump on. Like one of these trains is there's a friend who is doing like travel and lifestyle TikTok videos, and
Mm-hmm.
that one is really fun. And I feel like I love traveling so much. And if it's just like creating some videos and doing that for a long time, at least you like it. And he gets sponsored by like hotels.com and Expedia, and he's making a living from it. But I mean, he's been doing it for a long time. Maybe that train is already left. But this content creation thing, I have never gotten into, and I wonder if I like start working with some and learn a little bit, maybe it's not too late to learn. And then the other train is this like proper startup train. That one is a little intimidating because like what you were saying, it's like all the investor pressure, and then you need to hustle and lots of work. And then there is an artist illustrator train that also needs to put a lot of work in. And meanwhile, I'm just like, I love my life right now. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to work. I don't know what to do, but I need to work. I need to start making money. Freelance. Freelance is the bridge. That was my
Yes.
conclusion.
Yes.
Freelance until I figure out what comes.
Yeah. Just try it out.
Yeah.
Just try everything out. Are you maybe already going 10 steps ahead, whereas it's just about taking one step first?
But which? Yeah. 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 Maybe.
I also feel you always, right, there's always like you're always like in this, in dubio, should I do this or that? This or that? Yeah.
Story of my life.
If you look back at it, it's always, you always have these questions, but you always make a choice. So just make a choice. Doesn't really matter then, right?
What I've been like, it's like sometimes suddenly it's clear, but it will take me a long time until it's clear. So might as well maybe just chill until
Yeah.
then a little.
The sound is a little bit bad as well. Like I think you need to speak very
Aye.
clearly, otherwise I can't hear you. Yeah.
Okay, very clearly.
Yeah, now I
What?
can hear you. I think it's the music that maybe gets in the way as well. But that's fine.
Uh,
Let's get to our next thing. How did you get out of your comfort zone?
whew,
Maybe that's already hitchhiking and sleeping in a tent with other people.
yeah. Um, I've been surfing a bit these days, and the Santa Teresa waves 3, 4 days ago were pretty giant. And I went in the water every day, even though it's slightly intimidating, but I feel like, yeah, slightly outside of my comfort zone. But then the last 2, 3 days has been really nice. So yeah, what else? Um, I've been hanging out with the Argentinians, trying to force myself to speak Spanish more. Um, I went with them to a little trip to Montezuma, and it makes my brain like really tired trying to listen and follow along in Spanish all the time, but I think it's helpful. Yeah, I really want to get more into the Spanish proper zone. I think
Mm.
I also decided I want to go back to the ocean. I want to be in a Spanish speaking place. Not fuck, but I think this entire like I should be there. I should be building a home. I'm a little not following that for now.
No, F
I'll
it.
be
F
in
it. I
Europe.
don't know, like that's society putting that on you. I don't know who you're doing that for. Like, do what you want
Yeah,
to do, Anya. Yeah,
yeah.
F it. I'm thinking, how did I get out of my comfort zone? King's Day, we had the van park in the middle of the city, and it's super busy in the city. Like King's Day, everybody knows you shouldn't drive. We had it parked in the city because it was free parking and it was a lot of free promotion for the Oak Collective. Then on the day itself, we wanted to record a video there. We discovered that it was in the middle of if there's just one quiet place in Amsterdam, apparently that was the quiet place. Nobody was walking there. There was no sun shining there. So to record a video there was also horrible. It meant that we needed to move our van, and nobody wants to move or like drive in the city. I felt very uncomfortable.
Mm.
Because so we eventually decided that I was going to drive the van around the corner. Winksy came with me in a van, and people were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Because like it's so busy on the streets, like it's like piles
Mm.
of people on top of each other. And I like took my
Yeah.
van out. Eventually, I drove it just around the corner, which was still a 10-minute drive. Pretty much out of my comfort zone. I was just laughing and waving to everybody, like, "Hey." That I think, and anything else, man, I've been so comfortable. I've been just being working from my house, been at Soho, meeting people. Yeah. I think maybe like small comfort zones is that I wake up every day and think that I need to work, and then you're in your zone, and I feel I don't want to go for a workout. I'm still in my workout clothing. But I drag myself out of that comfort zone of, oh, you can go tomorrow, or you're busy. And then you get to the gym, and then it's just so good. It's just so good.
Mm.
So I think that's good, getting out of that little
Maybe
comfort.
we
Like,
can go work out together when I'm there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
I haven't booked a train ticket yet. I don't know what it is. I've been in this like, I don't know whether it's lazy mode or something. I have
That's
been
why,
drawing and surfing,
yeah, it's
but
fine. Like, do it tranquilo and just take your time. But this is also why I told Wingsy, because we have an event on the 27th of May.
yeah.
And I was like, "Do you have anything?" And she's like, "Well, from personal point of view, Shuk and Anya might come." I'm like, I'm not gonna count on might, because we have an event. You're living your life there. Shuk is living his life in Sweden, and then whether you're coming or not, that's not 100% confirmed. And then we have an event. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm for sure that that event is gonna go through. That's 100% confirmed. But you guys coming, like I've had that so often with friends coming, like last minute something can change as well, and then you're like living your life there on the other side of the world. So I wasn't even sure. So I told her, like, yeah, I
Oh,
don't know.
but I have my flight booked. I have my flight booked from here to, so there's an end to this.
Yeah.
That's maybe also why it feels a little like, ooh,
When are you
something
flying?
still. So I'm flying on 5th of May
Oh,
from
it's in three
here.
days?
Oh, 6th of May. 6th of May. 5th of May, I'm heading to San Jose. From San Jose, I'm flying to Mexico City. Then I'm trying to do a little bit of Mexico City, like shop time, quick. Like, then on May 9th, I'm flying to Berlin, dropping or like just kind of not even dropping stuff because I don't have a lot of stuff. And then May 11th, going to Portugal with my family. The whole thing, like I would have gone this one-way ticket continuously. But my family, they wanted to do this trip. I don't know what it is about family that always can trigger you, but it's good that we're doing the family trip, but it was also like a little funky organization. They told me until 24th we're there, so I booked a round trip from Berlin to Portugal and back. And then my parents and Lena, they were like, "Oh, so maybe we're flying on the 18th," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I could have gone to Amsterdam or could have stayed
Uh,
on the side of the world, maybe. But anyways, I think it's good. Then I'm back in Berlin on the 24th.
mhm.
And then I was just like, maybe it's good to sleep a night or two and then go. But the only thing why otherwise I could also come later is because Wincy said that she's gone on the 30th. Yeah. But we can figure out the logistics.
But that's
I'll be in Europe
her.
for sure though.
Yeah, but that's her being gone from the Amsterdam house. You're not even staying over at her apartment in Amsterdam, right? You're
Yeah.
staying over at my place.
Yeah.
And
So I
she can
can come
always come to
anytime.
if you're coming to chill here, you can just she can come to my place. We can also go to her place. So that doesn't really matter. You've been in
Yeah.
Amsterdam already, so we can go explore Rotterdam. That doesn't really, yeah. If it's she'll be out of her apartment, but that's like she'll be an hour away from here then. I don't
Yeah.
think that's the biggest problem either.
Okay. I mean, you guys are doing your event anyways, and then I guess if it doesn't matter that much, maybe I'll come a little later. But I'm in Europe for sure, so we'll meet.
Yeah. Because Eden is gonna be here for a festival, Deckmont, or maybe we should all go to that festival.
When is that festival?
I don't have tickets. Tickets are gonna be like so scarce. Deckmont, oh, it's in August. August. Oh, let me see when it is.
Like,
August
is
2
it
till
good?
6. It's good. It's very good. I
Let's go.
Yeah, we need to get tickets. This is so stupid. So I bought tickets when I was in China, 2021, two tickets for a friend of mine and me. It was so expensive. I think I also bought tickets for the two of us for 3 days. Then she was in Curacao last year, and then last year I had another event for the O Collective. I
Uh-huh.
gave those tickets to Vivian. She eventually didn't use them, so it's like money down the drain. It's a really good festival.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what
But
happened to
yeah.
my Wonder Fruit festival ticket.
Oh, yeah.
But August 2nd to 6th, I think that could work because you know what? I've been thinking in my mind if my parents are heading back and if I'm not heading to Amsterdam, I don't really have a place like fix, only at a friend's place in Berlin that I would stop at.
You can
Maybe I
stay
could
over
stay
at
in
Winksy's.
Portugal.
Oh, in Portugal as well. Winksy has an entire house. I'm
Oh,
inviting you to
really?
her place. Yeah. So if you don't have a place to stay, you can stay over my place. That's also for sure. But she has an entire house for herself
In Rotterdam.
near Rotterdam. It's like a
Ah.
metro stop away from Rotterdam. And otherwise, it's in the south of the Netherlands where like it's 10 minutes away from Germany. So you'd be close to your home country and 10 minutes away from Belgium. But
I mean,
nobody
I
wants to
would
see.
only go to visit you guys. Otherwise, there is
Yeah.
no reason for me to. There is no reason for me to go.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Then maybe I stay in Portugal for a little bit and then I come June, July area
Noise.
whenever,
Yeah,
yeah,
noise. Noise,
you be
noise,
there,
noise.
right?
Yeah, not going anywhere. Hmm. Okay. We're halfway there. Let me see. What did we say? Comfort zone.
What have you learned this
What
week?
have you learned? I actually, so do want to say, let me see.
So this is nothing super specific, but there is an open kitchen in the place that I stay here. And I've been loving everyone is gathering in this kitchen. It's kind of confirming my idea of the like if I have a home or a house, then having like an open kitchen where people can
Mm,
chill, sit
love that.
around, and then it's really, really nice. And also here it's been really nice because everyone is doing different stuff. So you can like, oh, what are you doing today? What are you doing today? And there's like two different stoves of 4 things, and then lots of things, lots of cutting area, and then it's really nice.
Love it. Is this like
Very nice.
a personal house or like a kitchen in a restaurant?
It's I would say like a hostel, but they have lots of like they have private rooms, they have dorms, they have a beach house, they have like a camper
Nice.
van area. Yeah, I
Cool.
really like it.
All
It's
right.
done with lots of love. Yeah. I think lots of people have this dream of like having a cafe or building a hostel or whatever it is. I don't necessarily have that right now, but if doing something like the way that they did this with love and they have like little funny signage in the kitchen, it says something like, "Oh, we know you miss your mom, but she's not here, so you better do your dishes," or something like that.
Yeah, cute.
Like there's lots of these funny little things around.
Yeah. I saw something similar, like two people, I don't know anymore, but also built like a very nice bed and breakfast in Italy, but like super aesthetic. And I saw it on somebody's Instagram, like, oh, I wouldn't mind having that with Edgar. Like, it's always nice to see that from this side, but it's probably a lot of hard
Mm.
work as well. That's what you don't see. Okay. The one thing that I learned is, again, from that Mo Gawat, so for happy. So Mo Gawdat. I have the
Mhm.
minutes. Your only asset is 3 million minutes. 3 million minutes. Let me ask,
Three,
how
three more
how
minutes.
many years is
4,000
3
weeks.
million? Did you just calculate that by yourself?
No.
Yes. Oh, so ChatGPT is telling me what 3 million minutes is approximately equal to 5.7 years. That's more. Okay. How many minutes is 65 years? Let me just say 65. Well, why does he come up with 3 million minutes? Your only asset is 3 million minutes if that's only 5.7 years. Or maybe he doesn't count sleeping. I don't know what it is. But so 65 years is approximately 34 million minutes. So everything you do right now, we're recording a podcast. We're in it for, let me see, how long is this happening now? Can't even see it. But
44
probably
minutes.
yes. So 44 minutes out of those 34 million minutes that we have been given, hopefully, if we live till 65, is
Mhm.
dedicated to podcasting right now, or like a catch up between friends, or for another person's background music. But yeah, so just
Yes.
thinking about that, leaving
Yes.
that, like putting everything into perspective. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna
Go
pack
ahead.
any more packages tomorrow. F that.
Have that. Hey, I
Mm.
think I want to pick up, remember your idea of you write funny captions and I illustrate something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can do that. Well, I don't need to write them anymore. We've got chat.
You
But
pick,
I'll prompt
you
chat. I'll
brief,
prompt chat.
and you prompt chat,
Yeah.
and at least we have our faces, and then we have our chubby thigh kind of
Not thighs.
illustration
Yeah, thighs
face.
as well, but it is this part. What's it called? What do we call this? We need, oh, can I take a
Cup.
screenshot? Wait, leave it up. I'll just do a screenshot. Yes. Wait, I need to laugh. I need some laughing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Calves, yeah, thick calves. Thick
The
calf
cup.
girls. Thick calf. I'm gonna ask chat, write me a rap song about thick calf Asian girls. See what it comes back with. Oh, as an AI language model, I strive to be respectful and inclusive of all cultures and body types, and I believe in promoting positivity and acceptance. While it can help you write
What?
a rap song, I cannot generate inappropriate or derogatory content that would go against these principles. Is there anything else I can just write
Wait,
one
what's wrong
that
about the
is
calves?
positive and body positive? Yeah. All right, here's a rap song that celebrates body positivity and confidence, featuring thick calf for Asian girls. I love a girl with thick calves. It's a fact, especially when she's rocking an Asian bag. She's got curves in all the right places and confidence that shines on all the faces. Thick calf Asian girls, they're the best. Rocking their curves, they're so blessed. They own their bodies. They're in control. They know their worth. They're on the roll. She walks with a strut. She's got the swag. Thick thighs and curves. She's got it in the back. She's fierce and confident. She's got it all. A true queen standing tall. Thick calf Asian girls. They're the best. Rocking their curves. They're so blessed. They own their bodies. They're in control. They know their worth. They're on the roll. Don't let anyone bring you down. You're beautiful, weird, crown. Your body's unique and one of a kind. Own it, love it, let your light shine. Thick calf Asian girls, they're the best. Rocking their curves, they're so blessed. They own their bodies, they're in control. They know their worth, they're on the roll. Thick calf Asian girls, they're on
Wow.
fire. Your confidence and curves, they're never tired. Keep shining, keep owning yourself. Thick calf Asian girls, you are worth it. Well, I love it.
Keep shining. Thick calves.
We've got a cover song. We got a cover song. Thick calf Asian girls. Wear that crown, girl. Wear that crown. Okay, cool. All right. So
Okay.
I guess I
so
learned that. Yeah, we've got the learn part. What's your current obsession?
my current obsession is what work I want to do. Besides trying to get better at surfing, I've been loving the circadian rhythm. I'm going to bed at like 10:30, getting up at 5:36, and then get my coffee, look at the waves,
Love that
debate
too.
whether I'm going in now or later. But for obsessions, I think it's a little bit, maybe it's over obsession. I
It's
know,
what?
like you give me this, I think it's over obsession.
Over obsession. What does that mean?
My
Over.
my obsession with what to do in life, that I need to figure that out now. I think it's over. I
It's
think I need
over
to.
as in it's too much obsession or you're done with obsession? Oh, too much. Just pick a lane. That's it. Just pick a lane and then be happy with it. That's it. It's easier said than done. My obsession is, if we haven't noticed it, chat and all of the AI tools. I use chat for everything. And another obsession is I'm paying for YouTube right now. I love it. YouTube Premium. I feel I get a lot of knowledge from it. But I watched this interview with Ali Abdaal and Cliff Weitzman. And do you know Cliff Weitzman?
No,
It's
but
like
I like Ali Abdaal.
yeah, Ali Abdaal is good. And then, but it's a very nice interview as well. This guy, I think he's Israeli and very intelligent parents. He is dyslexic. He taught himself to write programs that would read things out loud to him, so he can still learn if he hears it, but he wasn't really good at learning when reading it. So he developed a lot of programs. He now is, I think, the CEO of Speechify, which is actually developed for that. It like, I think it narrates books and text and whatever you put into that program. But they had this one thing, and they talked about it for a very long time, that everything they listen to, podcasts, books, they don't even watch TV shows because it goes too slow. They put it at, I don't know, like a maniac speed, like
2x,
times.
5x.
No, 2x is like slow for them. Like, I don't know what it was. I mean, 7 or 5 or whatever it was. It was super hard. But I'm now obsessed with putting everything on. Well, I'm trying to train myself at 2, but it depends also. So the book that I'm listening to or reading, Moga Watt, he speaks very slowly. So if you put it at 2, it's fine. It's like still a good tempo. But there's some people that speak very fast. Putting that at 2 is not. But like, you read through books in 1.5 hours. I'm like, whoa, I love it. Yes. So I'm doing that right now. Sometimes I get a little bit anxious because of it, but I like it. I like how efficient you can go through books and through podcasts and through all of it. Yeah. So that's my
Yeah, I
obsession.
feel like it depends on what kind of content. Some
Yeah.
things that I feel like, oh, I just like what I was listening to. Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights. It was like just like a easy, nice book.
Is it a good
And
book?
that one I can do. I think it's nice. It's like him looking back on his life. I've been more interested in like biography or just like curious about people's life
Yeah.
and how different they can be. And
Yeah.
for not saying a random actor, but somehow he's had a
Pretty good.
like kind of good reflection. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
And so the thing that I thought was most interesting was that he journaled a lot and to the like so detailed that he could remember and then write together this book with all the like I don't know, the way that his mom was talking to his dad or like they were jumping off some kind of like random cliff or whatever it is, like lots of details. I actually sometimes wonder I've been journaling more just to I don't know, capture thoughts and good feels good. I can't even write that fast, but I've
Yeah.
been wanting to handwrite more because I can type really fast, but typing, I don't know whether it has the same mental health effects like journaling, handwriting. Maybe I'm gonna Google that or ask ChatGPT.
Yeah. Probably no. Yeah, I think maybe handwriting is better. I'm too impatient for it. So I also just
Yeah, I feel
but
like
I think
sometimes I just
handwriting is
write a
good.
little.
You like focus on it and you totally focus on it. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I like the drawing part as well.
Mm,
I've been definitely drawing more. It's nice. I like that part.
that's good. So what is
Yeah.
your obsession? Did you have an obsession already? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. The over obsession with life. Yes, yes. Okay.
not with life because I feel like the last year I've been reflecting a lot on life itself. I think on that one I feel pretty good about. Now I'm more trying to obsess and figure out what I want to do to make a living,
Mhm.
like work that I can earn a little bit of money. with. A little bit meaning like maybe 5,000 a month. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, same. Okay, what are your books that nice books? There says nice to knows or have or books. I think nice to know. We already done that. It's all nice to know. What are some books that you're listening to right now?
It's in the same theme. The School of Life has something on script that's about like finding work that you love or something like that.
Mm.
And I told you about Spark.
About what?
It's like a book called Spark called Jonathan Fields. He developed this as well called Archetypes. It's not necessarily I'm not in love with a name, but I like the concept and how he's
Jonathan
used
Spark?
different
No, what's it
Jonathan
called?
Fields. Jonathan
Oh,
Fields, I think.
okay. Spark type.
And he has a
Oh, yeah,
arch-
yeah, yeah. You told me about it. Yes. Okay.
yeah. I read the equivalent book.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite nice because I'm this like maven maker type.
Mm.
I want to just learn for the sake of learning and then
Yeah,
creating on
yeah.
making as like a way of sustaining my need to learn. So I think I'm trying to use a little bit of that lens. That's why I think I'm kind of open for this entrepreneurship or like startup area. Now I'm like a little intrigued because I got energy back and if I find something, maybe any of the like health, fitness, maybe art or third culture kid, food, food and health area, then maybe that's the next thing in a year or so. I'm gonna look around. If you know anyone who's starting something, because I don't want to do it on my own, I think maybe with one or two co-founders would be nice. Yeah,
Nice.
because you need energy from, I feel like it's good to work with others. Fully on your own gets a little,
I think like
I
with
don't know.
Y Combinator, they also don't accept people that submit by themselves, right? You need at least two co-founders. I think maybe
Yeah, I
three
think
was
you need
maybe
some
the best
balance.
amount. Yeah. Also
Yeah,
because it's hard startup life. Like if I would have been doing this by myself, oh hell no. It's hard. Like so
yeah,
much work. And then I think it's good to have people around you, even if it's just digitally, like yeah,
yeah,
to
yeah,
cheer you up or to put you back in. Oh, you have both feet on the earth. Because I kind of
Yes.
like I can.
Yeah. I think this has been one of the best maybe learnings and experiences from this mini small business thing, that if you find the right partners, you can like you're different wavelengths, but then you're kind of maybe balancing each other out. One time one person's like full of energy, dragging the others, and the other time the other is, and then you're obsessing different things. So everyone has a different lens.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, and then have you read Think Again from Adam Grant?
No, but I'm listening actually to another book by Adam Grant.
The
I'm
Give
not
and Take.
impressed. Yeah, yeah. Did you
I
recommend
read
it to
that in
me? Did you like it? I'm
mm,
starting it. I'm like,
mm,
oh,
I had to read it in MBA. It's okay. It's okay.
yeah. I'm not like I started and like, oh, it's hard. It's hard to listen to it.
Mm.
So yeah, Spark type, Think Again. So, but you say Think Again is good by Adam Grant?
Think Again. It's been taking me some time. I'm like maybe one third through. And I'm not like, wow, it's amazing. But he mentioned something that like the type of people that you can discuss and challenge and talk or challenge each other on a not personal level. Um, those are like really good people to work with, or people who like that they kind of like improve and make better decisions.
What kind of
And I
people?
noticed
Sorry, I was just typing it out.
it was it was a bad what is that description. So there's some people when you challenge what they are saying that they get like personally offended, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some others where you're saying you're challenging them and they'll be like, oh, that's interesting.
Mm,
Why that?
mm-hmm.
And I am, I think I'm trying to embrace that kind of thinking. And I thought back of Nike Time. Remember Stouffer?
Am I sober?
No, remember Stouffer?
Oh, Stover. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we always like we're kind of different personalities, but both of us like to challenge and like to like, I don't know, we've always had really good discussions. And I felt like, yeah, that was a really good example of when you're having very different perspectives, but you can push each other without getting offended, so you kind
Mm,
of like get to a better goal. That was my only
yeah.
takeaway so far from this
I
book.
love that. No, I think that's very good. I think that goes back to that book Eckhart Tolle that I was reading. Which book was it again the last time?
Power
Eckhart
of
Tolle.
Now.
I think A New Earth, something with A New Earth.
Ah, New Earth.
Is it
Yep,
New
a
Earth?
New Earth. Yeah.
Something with that. But then he also said like ego. So this goes back to if you're like trying to um defend yourself, it's all about ego. It's ego. You need to let that
Mm,
go because ego, there's nothing
mm,
good there. It's only negativity and it's only drawing in the bad stuff, and it's ego. So I'm trying to apply it as well to, for instance, when we're just having a debate again with a neo collective or anything, or you know people need to do things. I'm like, is this my ego or is this me? If it's the ego, put it aside. If it's me,
yeah,
we can talk
yeah.
about it.
I think
Yes.
when someone challenges something, trying to think about it in terms of like,
Mm,
okay, so it's interesting. Is there something that I can learn here? And then more like being open about that you could be wrong. I
yeah,
think that's
exactly.
also something that I learned during the time when I was kind of silent for the, I don't know, 5 weeks when my teeth were gone. I also noticed that when you're silent, you notice like, oh, things that you assume, not always, not always true.
Definitely not.
No,
Definitely not. I've
no.
been proven wrong so often. All right. So the books part, right? Did I already answer the books part? Oh, I'm actually reading. Yeah, So for Happy. Oh, uh, I read again in the meantime How to Win and Influence People. Is it that one?
Ah,
I
how
like
to
it
make friends
again.
and influence people.
Yeah, how to yeah, 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 exactly
You
that
like
one.
it? I've
It's not
never, I
bad.
think I always see that, but I don't think I ever properly read it.
Well,
Worth
listen, right? I
reading
listen to all of the
or
books. I listen
listen?
to yeah, and you listen to it on speed too. So, Yeah, no, it's fine. That one, and then which one? There's this other one from Jen Sincero. Jen Sincero. You're a badass, I think. You're a badass. Such a cringe title, but I actually like the content. The yellow one, You're a badass. She has like 4 or 5 books.
Yeah.
That one I listened over again. Like she's a life coach, right? And I like it. I like the life coachy things. It's sometimes it's so cringe you don't want to pick it up, but I started listening to it again. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's good. It gives you a kick in the butt again. Relevate.
Yeah.
Not relevate. What is it? Putting everything into relativity to each other. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a
So,
question.
mm-hmm.
Like, if I want to pick back up getting into online or digital marketing, e-commerce, that area, where do you have any YouTube? I don't know whether it's books, podcasts, or anything that is good to get back into what's happening these days, what, I don't know,
Twitter.
news,
I think just
Twitter,
go on Twitter. Go on Twitter.
who
They're
do you
like,
follow?
yeah, just if you just follow one person, then you get the entire shebang. Like you get so much suggested. I follow my boys from My First Million. They're digital marketing guys. And then you just get a lot of everybody's into AI these days, but then you get a lot of recommendations on who to follow. I also still like Peter Levels. He's a digital nomad,
Yeah.
but he's doing AI stuff, not really digital marketing. He's like this indie hacker boy. But like once you
So
start
smart.
browsing in Twitter, like it gives you so many suggestions, and then there are these what is it, Twitter boys that have entire threads. Quite some wisdom there. Probably there's some Discord channels. I tried to be young. I joined a Discord channel about TikTok, how to win on TikTok. It was okay.
Is it good?
You know, yeah, like it gave you a step-by-step process. I think you need to pay $15 a week. I tried it for a week, but like who has the time to go through like 20 different tutorials, video tutorials? I didn't. Um, what Discord maybe. I'm not sure if you should learn from the old people. Maybe you need to learn from the young people trying to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Discord?
Discord, Twitter, digital marketing. The copywriting course, by the way, you can just pay $95 for a month. I did that. Again, who has
How
the
is it
time to
going?
go through all the I just did it for a month back in January, I think. January or February.
Yeah.
I just paid for it. Didn't I not tell you? Yeah, no, I should have
I
given you
think
the
maybe
login
we
details. Did I
talked
not
about that
tell
we
you?
we
But I
wanted to do
actually I
it
took
for
a
a
couple of
really long
screenshots. I have some
huh?
PDFs. Remind me, I'll send you the PDF. There's this one PDF which
Okay.
is pretty good, but that one is about copywriting. It's not about digital marketing. I think I was writing a lot of stuff for the O Collective, and I thought, oh, let me just because when we checked it, it was super expensive, right? And then I started, so you
Yeah.
can also just sign up for a month,
Almost
and then
a
you
couple
pay
hundred.
$95.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like did not renew
Send
it,
me.
but I'll send
I
you the
will have a
PDF
look.
copywriting course PDF, and I
I
also
guess
saved some links
okay.
sent to
I guess
Aina.
I'm asking because I wonder what I want to learn something. Either how to make some TikTok travel videos or um how to do some if someone launches a clothing brand, how to do kind of like some basic digital marketing
You check out
things.
Oberlo. Like I checked it out in 2019 when I just moved to the Netherlands and I was into drop shipping. But they have this entire step-by-step course for people who want to start their own drop shipping business, but clothing brand, all of that. Shopify has a lot of resources as well. Shopify or Oberlo,
Mm,
because they offer these services, right? So they also want to educate their people to actually succeed at it. They have like
yeah,
quite some nice basic tutorials
yeah,
and courses.
yeah.
Oberlo.
Do you
So
think
Oberlo
it's
is the
worth it?
Oberlo. I took a lot of value from it actually back then. Like now I don't know how relevant they're still at the entire game. Shopify still is, and they have some good
Yeah.
like tips and tricks. It's very short, yeah. And otherwise, check out YouTube. There's so many YouTube tutorials probably as well. There's a lot of just everybody, yeah. YouTube, Twitter, Discord, and then like the OGs who are already established in this business. So Shopify and Overblow, maybe. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna sleep. It's 11:15. You girl is getting up at 6:30.
Ouch.
Fellas are going to bed. I need to get up early.
Yes.
Yes. Talk to you next week. Let's not make it another month. Yes. Looking forward. And then let me know when you're here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Enjoy your
I'll
last
be
couple of days. Get that zen, get
more
that
energy.
serve, and just pick a fucking lane. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't, in the end, it doesn't matter. It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna continue to chill. That's my lane for now.
Yeah. Yes. They love you. Have a
Okay.
good holiday.
Yeah. Have a good sleep. Bye bye.
Bye.